Hey everyone, Matt here. So now that we're potentially looking at a government shutdown literally in a matter of hours, I want to discuss some of the services and benefits that will be ceasing as a result of a government shutdown. At the same time, I also want to talk about some of the benefits and services that will continue as a result of the government shutdown. So now the government shutdown has not happened yet. However, it's unfortunate, but it is a real possibility, literally in a matter of a few hours. So we want to approach this. We want to be knowledgeable. We want to be informed, and we want to be prepared so we know what to expect so that it's not complete chaos in the event it actually happens. Now, what actually prompted me to make this video is I've been seeing tons and tons of comments down below over the last few days saying, hey, Matt, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Will benefits continue? Will benefits cease? Which services will continue? Which services will cease as a result of a government shutdown? So, as your daily advocate, as the underdog advocate, I've done the research and I want to hopefully provide this video to you to answer all of those questions I've been seeing down below. So, I hope I can hit on everything here. If I miss something, please let me know and I will, specifically address that in a separate video. But I hope I can get this for you. So, let's kind of bring you up to speed as far as where do we stand? Why are we even talking about this? Hopefully this doesn't even have to be a thing, but it's a potential real possibility. So let's get into it, and let me just bring you quickly up to speed. So as part of the stimulus bill that was passed the other day by Congress, within it there's funding in there to keep the government funded through the end of September 2021. Now, as of this recording, President Trump has still not signed it. Well, as soon as we get a signature, this video would be completely irrelevant. I could basically just delete it. There would be no point for it because then the government would be funded. However, we do not have a signature at this time. Therefore, the government, as of Monday night, the end of the day, Monday, December 28th, if we don't get a signature from President Trump on the stimulus bill, and or we get an extension of government funding, otherwise known as a stopgap bill or continuing resolution, the government would potentially go into a shutdown early on Tuesday, December 29th. That would mean that the government would be, essentially shut down, except for some services and some benefits. It would not be a full-fledged shutdown, but rather it would be a partial shutdown. So, I want to tell you what are some of the benefits and services that will continue, that will survive a government shutdown. Now, these are considered essential services or essential benefits that will continue despite a government shutdown. So, at least these people have thought about it a little bit and thought, hey, in the event the government goes into a shutdown, let's continue some essential services. Because guess what? There are people and services that still need to be tended to in the event of a government shutdown. So, at least they did some proactive thinking. So, this is what will continue in the event of a partial government shutdown, and that's what we're potentially looking at here in just a matter of 30 hours or so. So, let's see what we have. We would continue services with border protection, air traffic control, police and or law enforcement, and power grid. So controlling and continuing to provide services for the power grid. In addition to that, we would still continue to see the distribution of payments as far as Social Security, including Social Security retirement, Social Security disability, and survivor's benefits, as well as SSI, supplemental security income. Also, Medicare and Medicaid services will continue. So, let me reiterate, those services will continue as a result of a government shutdown. So, for those of you who have been leaving comments down below saying, hey, I'm scared. I have $1.32 in my bank account and I receive Social Security retirement or disability or SSI. Will we continue to get our benefits in the event of a government shutdown? The answer is yes. Yes, you will. Those fall into the category of yes, you will still get your benefits. However, there's one caveat to one program, and it's SNAP. SNAP benefits. Let me hit on that in just a second, but there is a caveat to that. That could potentially end, but let me talk about that here in just a second. I want to reiterate one more time. Social Security, retirement, disability, survivors, SSI, Medicare, Medicaid, all of those services will survive a government shutdown. In other words, if the government goes into a shutdown, for those of you receiving those benefits, you will still get your benefits each and every month. So I hope that offers a little bit of a sigh of relief. I know it's tough right now. I know that 12 million plus people just lost their unemployment benefits just last night. That's scary. So hopefully if you're someone receiving these benefits, you can have a little bit of a sigh of relief. I know it's tough. I know everybody needs stimulus checks. I know everything else. But hopefully this offers a sigh of relief to know that, okay, at least my benefits will continue. That's good to know, even though I get it. We need far more than that, but I get it. At least you can hopefully get a sigh of relief that those benefits will continue. Now, let me talk about SNAP for a minute, because this potentially could stop. Here's the deal. In the event of a government shutdown, they can still distribute SNAP benefits for 30 days. 30 days is what they can still distribute SNAP benefits. So let's say we go into a government shutdown on Tuesday, December 29th. 30 days out from that would bring us to, I don't know what the day of the week it is, but anyway, it would bring us to January 27th. That would be 27 days later, 30 days later, January 27th. So we got a couple things going for us. Number one, you would still get your SNAP benefits for January. However, if the government is still shut down on January 27th, that would conclude the 30 days that they would have to distribute SNAP benefits. Well, everybody wants their SNAP benefits for February, right? Well, looking back in history, I like that they did this. This is kind of like sneaky, but at the same time kind of cool. I like how they did this. So looking back in history on other government shutdowns, what they actually did is they were looking at the 30-day period when they can distribute these benefits, and what they actually did is they distributed SNAP benefits a few days early for the next month because they knew they were running out of that 30-day period. So I hope that makes sense. So let's just look ahead, and in a hypothetical example, let's say the government is still shut down on January 26th, 2021. Well, the next day would conclude the 30-day period where they can distribute payments. They may look at it and say, hey, we're really close to February. We're looking at a potential position where we can't distribute payments anymore. So what they have done in the past is they have sent out SNAP benefits early in account for the next month. So if we're looking at this still potentially happening in late January, then you could potentially see your SNAP benefits distributed for February in late January before the end of that 30 days. I hope that makes sense. But here's one thing that we have going for us, why I don't think that's going to be an issue. And here's what that is. As all of us know, or maybe you'll know because I've been talking about this a little bit, but if not, that's totally cool. Don't worry about it. And that is on January 20th, we have the inauguration day of the new administration. So the new administration will come in that day. If the government is still shut down that day, do you think the new administration is going to say, whatever, we'll just let the government continue to be shut down? Highly doubt it. The new administration is going to come in and say, let's get this thing back up and running immediately. That'll happen on January 20th. So I would imagine we don't have to even worry about that. The government will be funded once again as of, right away, probably January 20th. First thing, right after inauguration, send me some papers, let me sign this thing up and get this going again. So I wouldn't really worry about that, but that's just something that we can potentially be looking at. So again, I really hope this video clears up some of the questions and the concerns that I've been seeing down in the comments section. As far as other government services, there are other services that will continue in the event of government shutdown. I wanted to give you just a couple quick examples, like I said before, which is border control or border protection. That's what I meant to say, sorry. Border protection, air traffic control, police and or law enforcement, and the power grid, as well as Social Security, distribution of payments, SSI, Medicare, Medicaid, all of that will continue. So again, I know that everybody's struggling right now. I get it. But I really hope that this video can at least give you a little bit of relief knowing that your benefits will continue and will survive a potential government shutdown. So I'm recording this video on Sunday, December 27th, late in the afternoon. It's about 5 p.m.-ish right now, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So tomorrow night, tomorrow night, at the end of the day, tomorrow, Monday, December 28th, is when we're potentially looking at that government shutdown if one of two things does not happen. Number one being, if we don't get a signature on the stimulus bill from President Trump, if he doesn't sign it, that's one of two options. The second option is if Congress will come in tomorrow, they pass the continuing resolution. If they send it off to President Trump and he decides he doesn't want to sign it, that's it. Those are our two options right now. If he does not sign either one of those two, we go into a government shutdown early Tuesday morning, December 29th. I hope that clears it up. Thanks so much for your support, everybody. Have a great evening. Maybe I'll catch you later again today. Otherwise, I will see you in the morning. I'm your advocate, your daily advocate, your underdog advocate, whatever you want to call me. Or just call me Matt, or just call me dude on YouTube. Whatever. Whatever. I appreciate you and your support. So thank you so much. I hope this helps you out. So I'm on your team, everybody. Thanks for choosing me. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. Otherwise, have a great evening, and I'll catch you later. Thanks. See ya.